similar to the ones coming from the balcony. Were they related to the famous elemental ghost?
When Sean shouted out, I just immediately got the feeling that what I was actually talking about, he was recognising in one manner or another. What I did see took me back, because that particular experience, I'd never in my encounters seen anything quite like it.
Well, all the crew knew where they were coming. I'd told them in advance that this is probably the most haunted castle in Europe. It certainly has a reputation. So their expectations of phenomena and experiences here were enormous. And therefore, the auto-suggestion when they're coming here talking about the ghost stories before Derek arrived, again, enormous. And therefore, they really probably consider that they've had a very disappointing night. I, on the other hand, had extremely low expectations, because in most places I go, very little or nothing happens at all that you can't explain. But this impressed me because we had a lot of different events. Now, I'm not saying they're all paranormal. We had lots of inexplicable occurrences, in particular the electromagnetic field fluctuation. Rick had a whisper in his ear. My batteries on my camera going dead, which incidentally an hour later worked absolutely fine for the duration of the night. It all happened at the same time, and that's more interesting than one single uncorroborated event being experienced by one person. This is experienced by lots of people in the same place at the same time.
In actual fact, I was drinking a cold drink from a can, and standing by the fire and just in general conversation with everyone, and then suddenly whack across my hand, knocked the can out of my hand, and I thought, how uncouth, how nasty. So I had to find out who it was, and then later we did encounter the spirit person.
Having been to Leap Castle, a place where I've wanted to come since I was about 14 years old, having read about it in ghost story books back then, I'm very impressed by it, and I've really enjoyed myself here. Now, whether I believe in ghosts or not, I don't think I do, but I do believe odd things happen. And as I was sitting in the Great Hall last night, thinking about the paranormal generally, a saying came to mind, which is a very famous saying, which is that there are more things in this heaven and earth than we can possibly imagine in our philosophy. And I think I probably agree with that to some extent, having been here.
Well, initially, I saw quite a tall lady, quite a slim, tall lady, in a very, very, very vivid, free-flowing gown, a red gown, and, you know, very pretty featured. And then suddenly, not the body, but the face change to this, well, the only thing way I can describe it is quite an ugly form of, well, non-human face. This encounter, this sort of experience, was the first of its kind for me. And then it just, well, it made me feel as if I really wanted to get up there and get stuck in and find out exactly what I'd been seeing. You've got so many good, lovely spirits that they know the slight negative and they say, we keep that in place. So, I think it's a wonderful, probably one of the best sites that I personally have had the pleasure to be invited into.
Well, the Most Haunted team have done it. We lasted throughout the night, something we're quite proud of, because we all managed to stay in the most haunted castle in Europe. We shall see you on our next location. In the meantime, sleep tight.
It's just a door, that's all. It's just a door. I don't want to do a seance. Why not? Because I'm scared. We've just done an hour in the upstairs bit. Proud of yourself?
Yeah, very.
Good girl. Let's go downstairs.